Hello and welcome. Thank you for visiting this channel. Today, I'd like to talk with you about something that may seem small, but has a powerful impact on your brain and your quality of life after the age of 60. It's something many people overlook: social interaction. You probably heard that keeping your brain healthy comes from good nutrition, regular exercise, and getting enough sleep. And that's absolutely true. But alongside all of these, there's another key factor that's just as important: maintaining connections and engaging with the people around you. I understand there are days when you just want peace and quiet, days when routines feel comforting and familiar, and socializing seems unnecessary. But take a moment to ask yourself, when was the last time you truly laughed out loud with someone? When did you last sit down for a relaxed, honest conversation, sharing little moments that brought warmth to your heart? Just thinking about that moment, I'm sure you can feel how light and bright your mind became. In today's video, I want to explore with you why social interaction is so important for your brain after 60. And I'll share with you 4 surprising benefits that talking, connecting, and staying socially engaged can bring, not only to your brain, but to your mental health and your overall quality of life. First, let's start with something science has clearly confirmed. Social interaction helps slow down brain aging. Every time you have a conversation, listen carefully, respond thoughtfully, your brain is working on multiple levels. It's recalling information, processing details, choosing words, and regulating emotions. All of these combined are like exercise for the brain. They keep it flexible, quick, and alert. Studies have shown that people who maintain strong social relationships with family, friends, or even neighbors tend to stay mentally sharp for much longer and have a lower risk of cognitive decline and conditions like Alzheimer's. Each interaction you have gives your brain a little wake-up call, encouraging it to stay active and engaged. On the other hand, isolation and limited communication can cause the brain to slow down and lose its natural sharpness. I remember meeting an elderly woman who lived with her children and grandchildren but rarely spoke. She spent most of her days quietly at home, rarely engaging in conversation. Over time, her memory began to fade, and even simple pleasures no longer brought her joy. But something remarkable happened when her family started spending more time with her, sitting down to chat, cooking together, listening to her old stories. Within just a few months, her mind became quicker, her smile returned, and she felt alive again. All of that thanks to simple connection. Another beautiful gift of social interaction is the feeling of belonging, of being seen, heard, and understood. This is a deep human need that never fades with age. When someone cares enough to ask how you are, when you have the chance to share your thoughts and feel listened to, the mind relaxes, stress lessens, and the brain releases positive hormones that lift your mood and nourish your mental health. And it's not just about conversation. It's about doing things together, walking with someone, playing a game of chess, tending a plant side by side, or even watching a movie and chatting about it afterward. Each shared moment strengthens the brain, and you'll notice that after each warm exchange, not only does your heart feel lighter, but your memory becomes a little sharper too. There's a story I always remember about an elderly gentleman in the countryside. He was over 80, yet every morning he would head to the corner of his street, sit down with friends over a cup of tea, and chat about everyday things: the weather, the crops, how the grandchildren were doing. He once told me, "Those tea mornings keep my mind awake. I don't forget things." And I believe him completely, because those small moments of connection are what keep the mind alive and vibrant. So next time someone invites you out, whether for a community event, a gathering, or even just a phone call, say yes. Those little moments are opportunities to wake your brain up, keep it moving, and keep it strong. We've talked about how social interaction slows brain aging and gives a wonderful sense of belonging. But there are still 2 more surprising benefits that I'll continue to share with you. Benefits that show just how essential social interaction is for a full, vibrant life after 60. If you found today's insights helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so we can continue this journey together. Remember, even the smallest conversation has the power to brighten an entire day. Let your brain be nourished by those simple, meaningful connections that make life so much richer. Welcome back. It's wonderful to continue this conversation with you. to go deeper into a topic that seems simple on the surface, but becomes more essential the more we understand it. We've already explored two important benefits of social interaction: slowing down brain aging and creating a sense of belonging and connection. But there's more to discover. Social engagement brings unexpected gifts you may not have realized. The third benefit I want to share with you today is how social interaction improves memory and focus. Every time you engage in conversation, your brain isn't just listening and responding. It's recalling information, sorting through both old and new data, choosing the right words, and adjusting emotions to stay connected with the person in front of you. This is a complex process, and it's the perfect workout for your memory. Think about it for a moment. When someone tells you a story, you need to remember the details so you can respond thoughtfully or ask meaningful questions. When you recall an old memory to share with someone, your brain is digging deep into its storage of experiences and linking them to the present. The more you engage in conversation, the more opportunities your brain has to exercise its ability to remember, keeping your memory not only intact, but growing stronger. I once heard from an older gentleman who regularly participated in community activities. He told me, "Meeting people every week and hearing their stories has made my own memory sharper. I don't just remember what others share. I also recall my own memories more clearly." It's proof that connection is a natural and powerful memory booster. And then there's focus. To truly listen to someone, you must give them your full attention. Even a moment of distraction, and you'll miss details, leaving you feeling awkward when it's your turn to respond. Conversation teaches the brain to focus, to stay present. Over time, that focus spills over into everything you do. Reading a book, cooking a meal, or completing tasks around the house, all done with more clarity and mindfulness. Now, the fourth benefit, and perhaps the most surprising one, is that social interaction nurtures optimism and helps protect against depression. Every time you connect with someone, share a laugh, or simply engage in warm conversation, your brain releases endorphins and dopamine, those feel-good chemicals that lift your mood and make you feel lighter. After the age of 60, many people face moments of loneliness or feel that they're no longer at the center of family or community life. These feelings can slowly chip away at mental well-being, but just one small get-together, a cup of tea with friends, a walk with a neighbor, or a phone call to check in with loved ones, these simple moments can act like powerful medicine for the spirit, quietly dissolving sadness and bringing joy back into daily life. I remember witnessing a woman who, after losing her husband, seemed to lose interest in everything around her. But thanks to her daughter, who gently encouraged her to join a weekly senior social group, little by little, she began to smile again. She found herself sharing stories, laughing and rediscovering joy. Her eyes sparkled with life once more. That wasn't magic. It was the power of human connection. Maybe you're thinking, "I'm not very good at conversation. I don't know how to start." But it really doesn't take much. A simple, heartfelt question like, "How have you been lately?" Or a small comment like, "I tried cooking something new today," can be the spark that starts a warm and meaningful exchange. And those small conversations, repeated daily, become nourishment for your spirit and a steady exercise for your brain. Socializing doesn't require perfection. It only asks for sincerity. Once you open your heart, beautiful things begin to happen. Start today. Take a moment to call an old friend, send a message to someone you've been thinking about, or simply smile and greet a neighbor. These seemingly small actions hold far more value than you might imagine. We've now explored two more wonderful benefits of social connection: strengthening memory and focus, and nurturing optimism and mental well-being. But the story of connection doesn't end there. There are still beautiful lessons waiting to be felt, so that every day you'll find new reasons to reach out and stay connected with those around you. If what I've shared today speaks to your heart, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Because mental clarity and emotional strength aren't found in big, distant solutions. They grow from the simple, warm moments we share with family, friends, and everyone we meet along the way. Thank you for coming back. As we reach the final part of our journey together today, I hope you start to see social interaction in a whole new light, not just as casual conversation, but as something truly precious that nurtures the brain, soothes the spirit, and keeps life after 60 feeling fresh and full of meaning. Now, I'd like to gently remind you of something important. Social connection doesn't only help preserve memory, focus, or positive emotions. It also opens doors for learning and continuous growth. Yes, even at an age when many believe learning has stopped, your brain still has so much room to expand, connect, and evolve. When you engage in conversations with people from different generations or backgrounds, your mind stretches. You don't just recall what you already know, you absorb new ideas, fresh perspectives. And the amazing thing is that your brain doesn't resist these new things. Quite the opposite, it welcomes them, forming new neural pathways that make your thinking more flexible and vibrant. I once spoke with a friend in his 70s who regularly joined gatherings with young people. He told me that every time he listened to them talk about technology, new trends, or modern life, he didn't just learn something new. He felt younger. He started using a smartphone, learned how to send text messages, and even tried video calling his grandchildren. These small steps brought him joy and a sense of discovery. And that's the beauty of it. Every day can be filled with little things to explore and learn. Social interaction also keeps your thinking adaptable. Instead of getting stuck in old habits or rigid patterns, you become open to listening and accepting change. And that flexibility is vital. A healthy brain is not just one that remembers well. It's one that adapts, adjusts, and responds to the unexpected. Conversations with different people, hearing different viewpoints, help you train that flexibility in the most natural way. I encourage you to join local community groups, book clubs, dance classes, or even small neighborhood gatherings. Every time you connect, you're adding energy to your life. Every time you share, you enrich someone else's day. And every time you listen, you give your brain a chance to grow, think, and adapt once more. One more thing I never tire of saying: never underestimate the power of a simple greeting, a handshake, or a warm smile. These are not just courtesies. They are threads that tie us to life, nourish our souls, and remind us that we're part of something larger. And your brain, every single day, will thank you for that. In the end, I want you to understand that clarity of mind and joy in life don't come from forcing yourself to remember every detail or pushing through difficult exercises. They come from the simplest moments: a conversation over tea, a walk with an old friend, a heartfelt phone call, a moment of truly listening and sharing. These little moments light up your heart and brighten your brain. So, let today be the day you start nourishing your mind through meaningful connection. Say hello, send that message, or make that phone call to someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Don't wait for loneliness to knock at your door. Take the lead and create connection, starting now. If what I've shared today has inspired you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll continue to be here, sharing practical, heartfelt insights so that every day you can feel the joy and mental strength that come from within. Let's keep curiosity alive, optimism strong, and excitement for life fresh, no matter the age. Thank you for listening. Keep smiling, keep connecting, and let your mind and spirit be nourished by the simplest, most precious moments life has to offer.